I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is the best Batman movie I've ever seen. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I get real passionate about movies, and this is a joint where, unfortunately, if anybody tries to trash it, it might be on site. I might have to fight that nigga. I might have to fight him. I might have to fist fight him because I am vengeance at that point. The music's gonna play doom, 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 and I'm just gonna walk off.
With a cape.
Nothing! 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 You just don't turn it off! Nothing! 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 Nothing is over! Nothing! Nothing! You just don't turn it off! Nothing!
Jesus Christ. Now, of course, we're gonna keep it spoiler free in the beginning. This is one of those movies where while you're watching it, you can't believe what you're watching. Like, it's just that crazy. And then when you leave, it doesn't leave your mind. You want to keep talking about it. I want to keep talking about this movie for the rest of my life. I want to go see it again. I want to experience it again. This movie's almost 3 hours long, and you don't feel that runtime at all. So if anybody's saying they felt the runtime, then maybe they got that TikTok
Mine.
That TikTok what am I trying to say? The Jesus Christ.
TikTok mentality.
Not
TikTok,
mentality, the attention span. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
TikTok attention span. Because goddamn, every moment was utilized perfectly. Every character was used perfectly. The best part about this movie is you feel like you're on this journey with Batman with him. Like, he's talking and you feel like you're there in the moment with him. Like, you're becoming Batman with him. You're breaking down shit with him. You understand his mindset, his mentality. You're on this journey with this nigga, and you're like, yeah, okay, Batman, let's do this. You sitting there in the theater with a cape on, trying to solve riddles and all that shit. Like,
right, because I felt like getting dressed at some point, saying, "Where's my fucking cape? This nigga is stressed the fuck out."
You're
right
with
now.
him. You are with him on this journey from beginning to end. Like how he's talking and breaking shit down. I'm like, all right, Bruce. Okay, what is it? What, you know what I mean? Like that type of shit. Of course, you know he's smarter than me, world's greatest detective, and all that. But like you want to help him out. You feel like you're all in the same realm.
Yeah, man. And my whole thing is Matt Reeves directed the shit out of this movie.
Fuck yeah.
And the reason why I say that
surprise.
is because I've watched so many different versions of Batman that going into this joint, I didn't really know what to expect, whether I've seen Matt Reeves' previous movies or not. He literally said, look, I want to do this my way and my way only. I don't want to copy this, copy that, follow these rules. He put you in the world of, he put you in the movie. And I felt like Batman was a regular nigga. Not in a bad way, but the way that he was thinking. So imagine trying to solve a puzzle while shit is blowing up.
You gotta do that shit in real time. You don't have time to wait. And like, okay, give me a few days.
Right.
World's going to shit.
Cause I caught myself. I'm over here trying to figure out. So he's putting this again. Next thing you know, fireworks is going off.
You be sitting in hyper valley. Baby, what do we do? The whole world is gone now. You don't have time to figure it. You gotta do this shit on the fly because shit is happening. Shit is happening like that. You don't have time to go back in your back cave and plan shit out. Like, okay, let me see if you put that, add 1 to the 2, and no, shit's happening now. You gotta act now.
That's what it was.
You have to act now.
That's what it was. There were scenes where there were a lot of scenes where, you know, he had about two separate moments where he went back to the bad cave, he asked Alfred for help. But other than that, the movie didn't allow Batman to just stay in the cave and solve shit. This nigga was in the streets more than the crackhead.
Yeah, he was in the streets, yo.
He was in the streets.
Yo, he was putting in work.
He was putting
Like, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I mean, we good. I mean, he was putting in work in the streets. And Alfred was doing his thing too. Alfred was helping him out. Like, okay, I think it's this, and this.
Right.
Like, Alfred was hands-on in this motherfucker. Like, all right, we gotta do this shit. You know what I mean? Like, real niggas in the streets, yo.
Yeah.
They were real niggas in the streets. The whole movie. In the streets. Like, this shit was crazy, man.
He made me feel like it was the way Matt Reeves put this shit on paper. Matt Reeves said, how can I associate Batman with a motherfucker who would really go through some shit like this in real life? Because I don't know if you watched it closely, and this isn't me spoiling. There was a certain scene where Batman was on the fucking roof, and he thought twice about jumping. He was like,
I gotta do this.
I gotta do this shit. I gotta do this
Like,
shit.
it had a different feel, man. Like the whole movie had a different feel, a different vibe, and you were with it. Like the characters were portrayed beautifully, amazingly. Like Catwoman, Gordon, Bruce, Alfred, like everybody gave it 110%. They was in this shit. They was doing this shit. They weren't playing a character. They became that character.
And these villains were fucked up.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, shout out to Colin Farrell because there's no way in the world you could even tell that nigga was Colin Farrell when you were looking at him. Like, oh, that's the Penguin. I mean,
I forgot for a
Colin?
Second. Nigga, I forgot. I almost IMDb the actor for Penguin. I forgot that was Colin.
Like, you don't know who's Colin? Like, this is Penguin. Nigga, like, this is, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and the fucking brutality. Let me talk about the brutality. When niggas fought, it was on some Raid Redemption type. Like, you like, oh, did niggas die doing this shit? Like, I mean, niggas really got hit. He didn't pull that punch. Like, niggas got hit. They got the head slammed against the table. I saw the head bounce off the table. You can't fake that. Like, niggas really went through this shit, yo. You felt like, and the sound design was 20 out of 10. Because when that motherfucker punched, when niggas got punched, like, boom, boom, boom. Like, you're like, oh shit. Like, you felt the impact of every fucking punch in the whole movie, yo.
And they installed something that a lot of niggas talk about in movies. You ever see a movie where the hero gets his one-on-one chance, but he's fighting 7 niggas? Mm-hmm. And so the other 6 niggas in a corny movie, the other 6 niggas wait their turn.
Okay. Is it my turn? My turn.
No.
Yo, wait. Let's fight.
This nigga was in a Royal Rumble UFC no way out match. Niggas was bopping him in his fucking head while he was fighting, and he would get angry every time he got hit.
Everybody there was fighting at the same time. Wasn't no nigga in the back just looking, analyzing the situation, unless they had to and they were actually scared. But everybody was hands-on in the streets. Like, them niggas was in the streets too. Like, everybody was just scrapping, everybody was fighting. Wasn't nobody slouching, like, and niggas was fighting. Yeah. No matter what side of the law you were on, niggas was fighting, and it was crazy. It was grimy as fuck. It was just gritty. And I know motherfuckers gonna say, oh, it's too dark, he's all brooding. Nigga, if you lived what he lived through, and in this world, nigga, you be doing the same thing if he was playing that role. Like, he had no choice. Like, you gotta become something else to fight this shit. Like, Gotham City's a cesspool, yo. Shit is crazy. The corruption and all that shit. You gotta become something else or you get lost in the fucking shuffle.
He spoke about it. And I'm telling you, the script writing was beautiful because he was saying shit in the beginning that helped you understand. This is why he wasn't reckless, but he was more so for the cause. Mm-hmm. He said, if I die, I'm fine with that. I gotta clean some of this shit before I go though. I was like, damn. Yo,
man, and like the way he was talking, it's like you felt that shit. It's like, all right, he's really struggling out here. Like he's, you know what I mean? He's doing this shit. This is the only option. Like he's like, I gotta do this shit. You know what I mean? If I don't, nobody else will. Like I gotta become something else. I gotta, you know what I mean? Like you just felt it, and it brought you in that moment. It's like, and this is early Batman, so it's like he's still like trying to find his identity and his place and what exactly to do, and you know what I mean? And you feel that it gives you a sense of that. And you're with him on this journey. Like it's almost like you become Batman with him in a way.
Right, because he said he's only been 2 years in of doing this shit, right?
It's just, and you can see it. It's just, man, he's just, like before this, the best Batman fight choreography was in Batman v Superman.
Okay.
That warehouse scene. Like
grabbing niggas to the floor.
Yo, we never saw shit like that. And that's when Batman got brutal with the fight, like fit hand to hand, like scrapping type shit. I know, he's fought before, but it wasn't on that level. That's the first time, but like he was just fighting everybody and knocking motherfuckers' heads to the floor. Niggas was flipping niggas. He was turning niggas into origami. And that's the first time you saw, like, okay, he's scrapping. Okay, I want more of this. We got more of this, yo, in a whole fucking movie. It wasn't just one scene. It's like, okay, this is the fight scene. No, it was the whole fucking movie, yo. It was the whole fucking movie. This thing was scrapping the whole movie because that's what he had to do. And every fight scene was a joy to watch. Like, there were some fight scenes in this shit where I almost stood the fuck up. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, man.
Like, and I was auditory. Like, yo. Like, that type shit. This movie elicited that emotion multiple times. Like, yo. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, this movie is a fucking spectacle. Like, I see why everybody's foaming at the mouth about it. Of course, there's gonna be some people that nitpick, like, oh well, the suit's too black. I don't like the bat on his chest. His car is whack. Like, I mean, that type, because they struggling for shit to fucking pick apart and criticize. Whatever, man. Whatever.
I love the group of people who say, you like anything, you love everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. This is one of those movies where I am willing to meet up.
Oh yeah,
We can fight.
I'll become vengeance, yo.
Yeah.
It is what it is, nigga. I will become vengeance. Like, you want to talk shit? I'll become vengeance for a day.
Become vengeance for a day.
When you see me walking through the streets with a cape, like,
Yep.
he's vengeance now. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to trash talk, like, if you have legitimate criticism, because no movie's perfect, although this movie's damn near close. Like, if you have legitimate criticisms with it, then okay, we can talk about it. But if you want to sit there and nitpick and you miserable, you don't like anything, and you then I gotta become vengeance for a day. It is what it is. I mean, those are the rules out here, yo. Those are the rules. I have to become something else to whoop your ass. You know what I mean?
Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like that's what has to happen. So, to end the spoiler-free section, this movie was incredible. I had the time of my life. I didn't feel the 3-hour running time. I wanted to go see it again. Matt Reeves, you that nigga. Robert Pattinson, you definitely that nigga. Zoe Kravitz, you bad as shit.
Oh, hold on. What's her Instagram?
Zoe Kravitz, you bad as shit because I was foaming at the mouth the whole fucking movie. You were just gorgeous. Some motherfuckers are too gorgeous when you look at her like, God damn, every 5 seconds.
Beautiful
yeah,
woman.
that was me. You know what I mean? I know people in the theater probably got angry at me because I was saying that every time she was on screen, but she bad as shit. So, you know, it is what it is.
Well, she either took her Instagram down or she blocked me.
I wonder why.
I ain't say nothing crazy. I said I'm trying to put the bad symbol on you. That was respectful enough. If you
can't foam at the mouth in DMs because then you get blocked. You saying that dumb shit, blocked.
Nah, she probably just deactivated.
Zoe Kravitz, if you respond to my messages, I'm not with this motherfucker, yo. I don't know him. You know what I mean? He's some nigga on the street. I don't know him. You know what I mean? Don't associate me with him. Please respond to my messages. Anyway, you bad as shit. The whole cast did they thing. Riddler, you, Jesus Christ, you. I'm gonna keep it spoiler free for that right now. Okay, end of the spoiler free section. Go see the goddamn movie. Okay, so with that being said, spoiler time. 3, 2, 1. This is the best interpretation of Riddler I've ever motherfucking seen. This motherfucker was scary. This motherfucker was scary. I was scared of this dude. The first time he shows up, he's in the darkness, and you just see the
glasses.
The glasses just shining.
In the American Horror Story suit.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, just peeping the scene for a good like 2 minutes. Dude don't even know he's there. He's watching him the whole time, just breathing. Like, all right, okay, all right, but the first time the movie starts with him like on the roof, on some creeper shit, just analyzing the situation. You just hear him breathing, just looking the whole like you don't know who it is for a second. You're like, is that Riddler? Is that Batman? Batman won't be breathing like that. He ain't got asthma, so he's just breathing, and then you just see him just appear in the darkness, and then immediately like, I don't think the dude doesn't even see him. He just rushes him and just bashes his brain in, bashes that shit in. Like, he's dead already. Like he kills him immediately. Like, there's a death in the first 5 minutes of this movie. He kills somebody. He kills him. Duct tapes his face. Cuts his shit off.
Whole thumb gone.
He was on some serial killer shit. Like, I felt Jigsaw vibes from this dude. Because he was legit a terror. He was scary. The whole movie, making these videos and shit. On Instagram Live, like, hey, what's up, yo? I'm killing another nigga today. What's going on, y'all? Like, that type shit. Like,
nigga had 500 followers in no time.
He had followers. Yeah, kill that nigga. Like, there was in the chat. Like, he was live streaming all the crazy shit. Like, I like how the fact that you could feel that he was unstable with the way he was talking. Like, every time you're like, oh, this dude is off.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This dude is off.
All the way off.
But it never seemed like a over the top off. Like, it seemed like somebody in real life could actually do this shit. And that's what made it scarier. Like, it's like a nigga in real life could actually snap like that. And keep in mind, like, this whole movie is grounded in reality, really. Like, I didn't really see too much that I'm like, oh, that would never happen. Like, I mean, the bat suit being that bulletproof, maybe not. Who knows? But like, still, like the way shit was happening, like,
no. To me, that's realistic. If you have enough money, I'm pretty sure there's a special type of art you can get.
Yeah. But like, it just. It was terrifying the way he was moving, the things he was doing, and like he was just fucking with people the whole time, just with the riddle shit. Like, people really trying to solve the riddles and racking their brains, and then like second guessing, like, is it this? Is it that? Like, and you were trying to solve the case with him, but I'm dumb as fuck, so I'm like, what? Is it this? Like fuck no, Batman, like, shut the fuck up, like, and then they go back to Gordon, they trying to break the shit down. I'm like, you really felt that, like they were trying to crack this case in the fucking movie.
Yeah, and I've never been a patient motherfucker. I've never been the type of nigga to say, yo, I'm gonna sit here and solve this shit, whether it's video games or movies. But when I tell you I was invested, I'm eating popcorn trying to figure out, hold up, did he spell that a certain way because it means something else because it's gonna happen 30 minutes down the line? No, the Riddler put me in a position where I was uncomfortable. And I didn't know when this was gonna blow up, when somebody's he put a fucking bomb block around somebody's neck.
Yo, man, like this nigga sat in the back of the car waiting for him to come in. He came in, he'd never even saw him. He saw someone see turn around, boom, 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 boom.
Shit. What did you hear?
Yeah, and it's like I love that scene because it was so creepy because the camera went blurry and you just saw something be attached to his neck. Riddler talking shit like, shut the fuck up, just sit there. And you saw the shit being strapped onto his neck. You don't know what it is. He's like, is it a bomb? Like, what is this shit?
Man.
You just saw it. He blew this nigga's head up, yo. Like he gave zero fucks about anything. He's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna leave a legacy. And niggas is gonna die. Like they was all corrupt anyway. That's one thing I will say. He went after everybody that was corrupt.
Ain't this, yo, this is.
He wasn't just killing to kill. He was like, oh, I'm gonna kill the world. Like I'm gonna leave my mess. No, he was killing motherfuckers that was legit corrupt. They were actually corrupt.
He did lose. He lost his fucking mind towards the end. I will say that he went full blown. Fuck the whole city.
Well, yeah, because the city did him wrong. So he's like, fuck the city.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all fucked me over for my whole life.
So now fuck y'all.
And it's gonna be a lasting impact. Like, dude was scary because in a lot of ways, nigga won. Like, he won, yo.
Yep.
He won. And yo, it's so many parts of this movie I want to talk about. I'm not gonna get to everything and I'm gonna forget some stuff. But like, there's so many parts that are just standout scenes to the point where I need to see it again. I need to see it again from the fight scenes and that scene where it's all black and the only light you see is from the muzzle flash of the gun when Batman's in the dark just fighting motherfuckers and it seemed like a horror movie. It's in the trailer, but every scene that's in the trailer in the movie is so much better. Like that whole scene goes on way longer and it's terrifying. That scene with him fighting the dudes with the clowns.
The clowns, yep.
That shit is because he's not just fighting the one dude whooping his ass, he's fighting the whole squad.
And I liked it. Man, it's really making me angry because I heard some people talking shit behind us when we were leaving, and I heard the nitpicking, and I'm an adult now. I'm growing. For every year that I'm here, I start to appreciate different shit in the movie. When we watched it, right, I didn't have a moment where I blanked out because I was getting bored. You would think that a 3-hour movie can lose you at some point, and I'm the type of person who complains about slow movies or things not being the way I want it. This wasn't a remake to me. This shit was original. Whereas I feel as though Matt Reeves said, I need you guys to understand what I want to install inside of my Batman's world. I loved how he jumped into a fight. The fact of the matter is, at the end, when the Riddler had all his goons and shit helping him, Batman knew he didn't solve the puzzle the right way. Nigga rushed to the stadium, blew the roof off. Quick as fuck. You can't tell me that scene didn't make you just man.
That's one of the scenes where I almost stood up because that whole point leading up to that, when like he's talking to Riddler, and I like how they play with you, and we all think that Riddler knows he's Bruce. Even Bruce thinks like, that. He's like, oh fuck. And he's talking, and then he says something, and then he realizes, oh, he doesn't know. And then he starts, antagonizing himself. Like, you're nobody. You're gonna die alone. You're a piece of shit. You a bitch. And then, Then Riddler realizes, oh, you didn't solve it. Like all the pieces were there, but you missed it. I guess I overestimated you. I thought you was
smart.
I thought you was smart. Like, oh well. And he starts saying, oh, Ave Maria.
Yep.
And then he's just going crazy. And then Batman got to go back and realize, oh shit, this is what he's gonna do. And the moment he realizes, that's when the bombs go off. Boom, boom, boom,
7
boom,
different
boom,
located trucks and shit. Tell me that wasn't some brilliant shit.
And I'm like, God damn, this dude won. And that scene, like, he got the goons with the Riddler shit on, and they all strapped up. But they actually shot the damn chick running for mayor.
Right, and this is why you have to enjoy this movie.
Brutal.
Like, the Riddler wasn't just doing all this shit without a plan at the end. The nigga knew he was going to go to jail. That's why he had a bunch of minions and goons following everything he told them.
Going into effect. They was actually doing shit. Yep. Like, and I thought they was going to aim the gun at her, and then something was going to happen. And, she said, no, they actually shot her. They didn't kill her, but they actually shot her. And motherfuckers got to snap into action real quick. Batman had 2.5 seconds to figure out what the fuck to do when he found out what the plan was and bombs started going off. You see the whole roof just blow the fuck up. And this is one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen in my life. That shit blows up. They're trying to figure out what's going on. He just drops down. Yep. He's fighting like 20 dudes on the scaffolding, and the fighting is just, oh my God.
Speaking of fighting.
Oh my God.
Yo, Zoe did her thing.
Zoe Kravitz, like, yo, she was, all her fight scenes were just visceral and like close quarters combat type shit. And she was whooping ass. And
she was so smooth. Whoever did the choreography, whatever you want to call it. Like, first of all, she came through with the right moments.
Yeah.
And then her story in this movie was about vengeance and shit from her past. And come to find out, to me in this movie, she was just as good of a fighter as Batman. Batman just had brute strength. Her finesse was crazy. She was smooth. She was quiet.
She was nice with it.
The gymnastic shit I saw her do, like jumping off roofs, just I was impressed. I was impressed, and I'm telling you, this is the year where I fight somebody who speaks negatively.
I gotta become vengeance, man. I gotta, because everybody did their thing, even Alfred, because Alfred was hands on with everything, and you really felt the attachment between him and Bruce, like that fatherly, you know what I mean, that father-son vibe, even though he's not actually his father, like you felt that connection there. I would say better than you've ever felt before. Like, he was hands on the whole time, helping him solve shit. Like, he was there, and you felt his presence. Like, even Penguin, like Penguin was a menace. You felt his presence when he snapped. That one scene where he's walking to the car, he just spraying like that. I'm like, yo, this shit is just wild. Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, the stunts crazy, the story crazy, the fight. Like, I'll never get tired of watching the fight scenes. And a lot of them joints are one shots. Where the camera just going and going and going. People getting fucked up, and it's still going. I'm like, yo, man.
You heard what Shorty next to me was asking. She was saying, are these people really getting hit? I said, look, I don't know. It looks like it. The camera ain't moving away.
Yo, in my mind, at least 40 people are in the hospital. And they can't even go see the premiere because they still recovering.
I'm cool with this shit, though, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm okay with it. I am completely okay with it, because that scene that showed... I don't know if you remember, you probably do. So when he was about to jump off the roof and he ran from the cops because Gordon said, look, nigga, take the roof. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, and that whole scene was crazy,
That scene was crazy. He ran to the police station, went to the top, and real quick, he zipped his shit up. I was like, why is he zipping up his shit? The nigga said, and then he jumped. And if you see this shit in IMAX like we did, you'll understand why that scene meant so much to me, because the camera showed how it looked from his perspective.
Yeah. Like, and even him getting fucked up on the way down.
When he hit the bridge,
I felt it, yo. But even leading up to that, when he's like, when he makes the plan with Gordon, they sitting there talking back and forth. He's like, all right, you gotta get out of here. I mean, because he was riding for the nigga. Like, they were boys at this point, and Gordon knew what it was. Like, all right, man, you gotta hit me. I mean, you gotta get out, take this key, roll out.
He came from back here with the shit, though.
Why? Like, he did one of these joints. It's like, damn, you could have at least pulled your punch.
Ooh.
But like, that fuck and the running out of there when the whole police station was converging on him, it, like, my anxiety was at an all-time high, because like everybody was converging on him. He was running, he was shooting up, they was popping off. Like, it was just like, in the moment, it was brutal. It felt like they didn't hold anything back, and I can say that over and over and over again. Like, so much of this movie was brutal as fuck, and I love it for that. Like, it was just like visceral, man. It was visceral. Like, it was just so raw.
He ran through that police station like a nigga that gotta go to the bathroom.
Yo, man. Yo.
Boop.
Like, I mean, just zipping up.
And when he was zipping up, the cops were just shooting at him.
And like, and you just, the camera angles, you were able to see everything that was going on to get an accurate representation of the situation. It is like at least 40 cops popping off at him. Like, they every single floor, they trying to get this motherfucker. Damn, it was just crazy, man. The twist and turn it took with the story with, with his parents, Thomas and Martha Wayne, and
that backstory.
Yeah. Crazy. Like, they changed some things, and like, it really benefited the story. Even the changes they made to Selena Kyle's backstory, and her father and her mother and all that.
Falcone.
Like, I really appreciate that. It was crazy. The dude playing Falcone, like, I don't know if I've ever seen him in a role like this. Like, usually he's like the funny guy and stuff like that. Like,
he was in Transformers and he was the funny motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably played a role like that before. I'm probably forgetting it, but like, he was a piece of shit in this joint, yo. He was a piece of shit. I'm like,
he was a smooth.
Damn.
He was a smooth talking. I would never do that piece of shit.
Yeah, he was a mobster. Like, he was a piece of shit. Like, just manipulating motherfuckers, like they do. Like, he played the role to a T, and to the point where for a second I forgot it was him. I'm like, that's not John. Like he wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, but everybody was playing their role. Colin Farrell, you couldn't even tell that was Colin. Like he was Penguin. You know what I mean? Everybody just became the role. They became the character to the point where like this almost seems like a documentary, not even a movie. Like this really happened. But yeah, I was lost in this motherfucker to the point where like I didn't want it to end. I didn't feel the 3-hour run. I didn't feel the 3-hour running time. They even gave out comics. I'm gonna read this motherfucker and frame it because like this is the day I saw Batman, one of the greatest movies ever made. Like, and no disrespect to the other Batman movies, but right now, to me personally, this is the best Batman movie ever made. I know people are gonna disagree, and you know that's fine. That's fine,
bro. That comes.
That's fine,
man. That comes with the territory nowadays. You have to understand, like. We enjoy shit. We're simple-minded motherfuckers. I mean, we're not difficult. We like good shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you right now, I'm already expecting, and I'm not saying this because of shit I didn't like. I love the movie.
I love it.
But I know how people are in this world, in this generation. I can see somebody going in there with the glasses on saying, let me see how I can pick this shit apart. Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
Actually, that is inaccurate. That's not the actual backstory in the comics. We know. Just enjoy shit. Now, me saying this is the best Batman movie is no disrespect to the other ones because Michael Keaton Batman, 10 out of 10. Ben Affleck Batman, 10 out of 10. Christian Bale Batman, 10 out of 10. They were all incredible. We're not counting George Clooney and Val Kilmer. That we don't talk about that. But, you know what I mean? Like, all those Batmans were incredible. Now Robert Pattinson is in that conversation too. Because, nigga, you played a hell of a fucking role, yo.
But he made it his role.
Yeah, you made it your own. Like, I believe you were Bruce Wayne, a tortured soul, trying to deal with everything and making plans in the moment, sacrificing yourself for the greater good. He's like, I don't care if I die. Like, I have to make a difference.
Yeah, but he wasn't. Look.
He cared about people close to him. Like, you saw the connection with him and Alfred. You know what I mean?
Even him and Selena.
Yeah. Like, man, it's just such a good movie. I don't want to stop talking about it, but, you know, all good things got to come to an end. I really wish I could just recount every single moment of this film because I would love to do that, but you know, there's not enough time in the world. I'm gonna go see it again. That's how I'm gonna cope with that.
This is the first time I saw Batman in a non-Prince Charming type way. You know how he's the rich billionaire playboy? Mm-hmm. No, this was a nigga who was like going through it. He was going through immensely. I love how they zoomed in on that and they helped me understand why each and every fight per night was important to him.
I mean, they've shown that before.
Yeah, but it was different
with other characters. But like him, this being young Batman, like he's only been doing this shit for a couple
2 years.
Years. Like he's fresh, he's new, trying to figure things out, trying to figure out if what he's doing is actually making a difference and his legacy and all that shit and what he stands for, what he has to become, how he has to deal with things and compartmentalize. Like it was just so well done. Robert Pattinson fucking killed this shit, man. If it deserves all the praise in the fucking world, go see this shit. I'm gonna go see it again. It was just a great fucking movie. Like if I could meet the whole entire cast and just shake the hand and say thank you. It would start with Matt Reeves because my man, I knew you would deliver a hell of a movie because you always do. Your track record is a thing of legend. Like I would start with him, and I got to go down the line. Jeffrey Wright, Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, Andy Serkis, all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all have to get the handshake, the dap, the hood pass, and you invite to the cookouts, all that shit, because y'all all went above and beyond. Y'all all delivered, and I had a hell of a fucking time watching this movie. It was absolutely incredible. I didn't want it to stop. The 3 hours felt like 5 minutes, and I'm going to go see it again. Amazing.
Yeah, I think she blocked me.
She ain't talking to you, dumbass. The fuck were you talking? She talking to you about? What y'all got to talk about? What y'all got in common?
That picture I sent her.
And that's exactly why you auto-blocked. Auto-blocked. Nobody want to see you in a Batman G-string. Nobody. You're not vengeance. It was amazing. I loved it.
I told people, I said, do not count
Robert Pattinson out. Like people say, oh, to give this, you know, whatever. This nigga is an actor. Mm-hmm. This nigga is an actor. Leave that Twilight shit alone. Right. This nigga is an actor. He's proved himself multiple times, and if you can't see that shit, maybe you need to open your fucking eyes and watch some other shit that he's been in. This nigga can do it.
If freaking Chris Evans can go from being on Fantastic Four to being the Captain America that people knew and loved, think about it. Like, people can transition. Great actors can morph into the person that you need them to be for every role.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
And then it's impossible to watch that teaser trailer and not be excited. If anybody watched it and was downplaying it, you were trolling. Like, that's it.
You were trolling.
You know what I mean? Because
I didn't hear one legitimate reason why it was whack. When you saw that Brooklyn beatdown that he gave when the dude tried to talk shit, who you supposed to be? Bop, 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 crack, bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, he was.
Snap,
Everything
bop,
was
bop,
pure.
bop.
Where am I supposed to be?
His homie sitting there like, oh fuck.
Yup.
You know what I mean?